Today, we're going to try something a little different. We're going to step beyond all the usual headlines and reframe the entire conversation around AI. We're not just talking about what it can automate, we're talking about what we can achieve when we treat it as a true partner.
All right, let's just dive right into it because this is the question, isn't it? It's on everybody's mind. The anxiety around AI and jobs. You can feel it everywhere, from boardrooms to the dinner table.
And look, it's not just paranoia. This story is everywhere for a reason. It feels like every single day we're hearing about some new AI that can do things we thought were exclusively, human. And this is where that fear really gets its fuel. A 2023 McKinsey report estimated that a whopping 60 to 70% of business activities could, in theory, be automated with the tech we already have. That's a staggering figure. It suggests a massive shift in how work gets done. But hang on, what if focusing only on replacement means we're missing the entire point? What if the better question isn't what jobs will AI take, but what incredible new things can we do when we work with it? So this is the crucial idea right here. We have to understand the difference between AI that replaces a human, that's automation, and AI that assists a human, that's augmentation. And honestly, that distinction changes everything. And let's look at what's actually happening right now. According to data from Your Story, the majority of AI applications in the workplace today, a full 57%, are designed to augment what we do, not automate us away. The real story isn't replacement, it's partnership. Okay, let's break this down to make it super simple. Automation AI, a machine just takes over a task. End of story. But augmentation AI? Well, that's different. It's a tool, a collaborator. It enhances your existing skills, making you faster or smarter or just plain more effective at your job. And this isn't some far-off sci-fi dream. It's happening right now in the real world. AI is helping people brainstorm and polish complex ideas. In medicine, it's speeding up the discovery of new drugs from, years down to months. And it's helping doctors boost polyp detection during colonoscopies by 30%. That's literally saving lives. This is AI as a superpowered assistant. But, and this is a really big but, this partnership isn't a guaranteed success. Not at all. In fact, if we're not careful, it can go very, very wrong. Just blindly trusting our new AI teammates, well, that comes with some pretty big risks.
Okay, so check this out. Alloy Partners highlighted this fascinating experiment. Researchers gave a bunch of recruiters a task. Some of them got help from a really high-quality AI. Another group was given a flawed, bad AI that was actually designed to make mistakes. And a third group just had to do it on their own.
So who do you think did the best? I mean, the logical answer seems pretty obvious, right? It's gotta be the group with the best tool, the good AI.
Nope. The result was completely wild. The recruiters who were stuck with the flawed, bad AI actually got better results than the group with the fancy, high-quality AI.
How is that even possible? Well, this quote from the source just says it all. The recruiters with the good AI turned off their brains. They trusted it so completely that they just accepted whatever it said. They stopped thinking for themselves. But the other group? They knew their tool was a bit dodgy, so they stayed sharp, they questioned everything, and they ultimately made better decisions. And this points to a huge danger. Over-relying on AI can actually make our own skills worse. It can lead us to this passive state, what some researchers hilariously call resting AI face. Where we're just accepting what the machine says instead of actually thinking. Okay, so if blindly trusting the AI is a recipe for disaster, how do we actually build a partnership that works? Well, it doesn't happen by accident. You need a real framework for how to design and work with these new AI teammates. Now, I know this diagram from a SINTEF report looks a little complicated, but the point it's making is crucial. A successful human AI team isn't just a person plus a program. No, it's a whole system where trust and awareness and communication all have to be working together perfectly. One of the cornerstones for making this whole system work is a concept called explainability. Basically, it's the AI's ability to answer the question, why? Why did you suggest that? Why did you get that result? It turns the AI from a mysterious black box into a transparent partner we can actually trust, and it helps us spot mistakes before they become real problems. So, how do we put this into practice? Well, the U.S. Department of Education outlined what they call a responsibility stack. Think of it like a set of promises a trustworthy AI should make to you. First, it always keeps the human in charge. Second, it has to prove that it actually works. Third, it's designed to be fair and equitable. And finally, it absolutely has to keep your information safe. That's the foundation for a tool you can really count on.
And all of this brings us right back to the most important part of this whole equation: us. In this new AI-powered world, the human role doesn't just go away. It becomes more critical than ever.
Here's the best way to think about the partnership. The AI is brilliant at the how. It can process mountains of data, spot patterns we'd never see, and compute things at a scale we can barely imagine. But our job, the human job, is to define the what and the why. We provide the purpose, the ethical guardrails, and the critical judgment that gives all that incredible power direction and meaning.
So, as we look ahead, the real question isn't about the limits of artificial intelligence. The real challenge, the thing that truly matters, is about the choices we make, the purpose we set, and the kind of future we decide to build with these amazing new partners.